and you want to see a lot of homesteaders and learn some stuff on how to plant, there's going to be a whole bunch of people and vloggers at the YouTubers at this place called The Gathering. That was it, Deep South Homestead. Deep South Homestead is I guess putting on, and
they're from the same area we are.
They're just in Stone County, Wiggins area, and we're in Saucier. So we have got a lot of videos that we're going to try to get posted. Him working on with his new, not new, but his new to him, Massey Ferguson. I was trying to not say Mahindra. I know it's not a Mahindra, but that's what my brain wants me to say. But I also got a video of him disking up my garden that we're going to be planting. I bought a bunch of seeds. But they said they have seeds that they're doing too, aren't they?
Yes,
I might be taking back some seeds. It's at the Stone County Fairgrounds in Wiggins, so it's gonna be fun. We're gonna vlog it too. That's it. So give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, and keep following us for our videos. And also today is our oldest's birthday. She would have been 14 today. Madison Goss. If y'all don't know what happened to her, she passed away in October 2017 from a severe asthma attack. I'll link up here the 2 videos where we talk about that. I think we have 2 of them. So if y'all want to figure out, all about that. See y'all later.
Keep your arms in your strap.
See you later.
Let's see if it adjusts back. Bye y'all.
Bye y'all.
It's just to have your wife do it and you just obey. You guys, you'll learn a lot of lessons in life if you do that. Happy wife, happy life. That's how that works. Okay, we've got a panel of people up here today. We have B.W. Barnes on our right over here. Ben and Andrea. I've got to be right. Okay, we've got Jessica and Jeremiah, Roots Refuge. We got an extra microphone over there. Daniel. And then we got Patty and Alderman Farm. Old-time friends of ours. I can say that. Well, I'm not sure if I'm older than you or if you're older than me, so I gotta rephrase that. I know Mike's older than me. Dead giveaway. The beard is a dead giveaway. Okay. Now, Mike and Jenny from the Pratt family. Okay. All their little kids here with them. Beautiful family. Love them. And the Alderman's, Tomas. I don't want to say it wrong. All right, and then we got Ben and Melissa. We're going to be asking a series of questions today to these. First of all, I'm going to ask them some questions. And then once we get through with this, then I'm going to give each one of you the opportunity. If you have a question that you want to ask them, then we're going to allow you to do that. Because there may be, you may not like my opinion. You might want to hear Jessica's opinion on something. She may have a totally different way of answering it than I would. And that's okay. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, we are BW Family Farm. I'm Andrea and this is Ben, and I can't not mention our 2 teens down here on the first row. We couldn't do all that we do without them. We are on a small homestead in Central Arkansas. Actually, it's not small, that was a big fat lie. I told them that I'm going to just probably lie if I'm not prepared, but it's really big, actually. Actually, we live on about 700 acres that we share with Ben's brother, who, thank you, Uncle Mike, is taking care of the homestead for us. They ask us some questions like, what's our biggest struggle? Go through those now, or am I missing this all up? Our motto is go big or go home, I think. We just bought a huge herd of beef cows 2 weeks ago. When they all calve, we'll have 180 cows on our farm. So we're crazy. We have all the other animals too, chickens, pigs, goats, sheep, honeybees, gardens. Yes, 21,000 square foot gardens. So that's us. We just do everything on a big scale and then just get overwhelmed and cry. So that's us.
Great
My name is Jess. This is
Maya, and we are from Roots and Refuge Farm, where we have an actual small homestead. We're working with 4 acres, about 40 minutes down the road from VW Family Farms in Central Arkansas, where we have, you know, small homestead things. We have a small herd of dairy goats, we have some chickens and some ducks, and we have about a 10,000 square foot garden, and I would say that the majority of the food that we grow comes out of that space. So our biggest struggle is actually to, like, pacing ourselves has been our biggest struggle in this, because whenever you really get the idea and the realization how important it is to grow your food, it's so easy to want to just jump off the deep end. And so for us, we jumped off the deep end a little bit, kind of like waded our way to the shallow end, and are working our way into actually growing a lot of our food. So.
I'm Tommy. And we are from Alderman Farms. And Tomas, my grandson over there. And we live on 116 acres that nobody ever bought. Been in the family about 150 years. Part of a whole section that was awarded in a land grant back in the 1800s.
Wow.
It's mostly timber, so we have about 10 acres that isn't timber that we have as pasture and garden plots or whatever. We raise dairy goats, chickens, turkeys, American guinea hogs. We did have a milk cow, but we retired her. And what else, Pat? Oh, that's my job to not. It's my job to not miss it. Oh, hey, I'm on film. Yeah. So anyway, our newest venture is we are now growing in a 30 by 75 foot high tunnel, which is an adventure, and it's an amazing proposition.
Green.
Jenny. He always says this. Okay, we're family homestead. We are from Southern Michigan. We have 10 acres for beautiful kids. We have kinder goats, chickens, ducks. We raise pigs every year, and a horse, 2 dogs, a rabbit, and bees, and we have quail. We have multiple gardens. I think kind of along with Jess, our biggest struggle is pacing ourselves. We get gung ho into everything, and then we don't know what to take care of first, because then it seems like everything needs to be done all at the same time. So he's the accelerator on the brain with some of the ideas.
I have all these great ideas. I help get them implemented, and then I go to work for 40 hours.
Yeah. So an example, 2 years ago, he was like, "You should buy fruit trees." Okay, let's buy a fruit tree. So we bought 11 fruit trees, and then I spent the next 3 days planting 11 fruit trees. So yeah, that happens, but it's all good. We just have fun on our 10 acres, do what we can, and raise the kids.
Hi everybody, I'm Ben, and this is Saucier. We live on 20 acres, we share with my father, and we have a lot more there. Where all of we live. And we have a few cows, not a whole lot of them, and yeah, we build meat, we turn it into hamburger meat, and we try to stay out of stores and process our own meat. Live out of the garden, of course, like y'all all do, which is fun because we have so many projects going on. I just can't keep it all straight. Yeah, so yeah, our eat the mic.
Okay. Our biggest
It won't hurt you.
problem to overcome would probably be like he has his way of doing things, and I have mine. Trying to overcome that.
Trying to coexist.
Yeah, we're a blended family, so he has his children, I have my children. We come together, and now we're a blended happy family. And one on his, hers, and ours. Yeah, there you go. So 9 altogether, but 8 in the house.
Or I have lived this lifestyle my whole life. I've always had a farm. I've always raised my own food. And I've always raised my own animals to eat and stuff like that. But you know, an LCE happened in my life, and I lost a spouse. And I almost gave it all up and started, I just said, you know, why do this? And I got rid of every animal I owned, and then God was good, and He gave me Wanda. Well, Wanda and I have built a homestead again. Wanda and I buy nothing from a grocery store that's edible. You know, we get like sugar, maybe some salt, maybe a piece of cheese right now. We typically do not buy anything from a grocery store anymore. And this has become our life. This is why we do what we do, is after I battled cancer for 6 years with a lady and lost her, and a lot of it is food related, I realized just how important living this lifestyle really is. And I think God opened our eyes to that. And I feel kind of small compared to everybody else here. I mean, I used to own 40-something acres, but I sold it all. I didn't believe in getting in debt, and I paid my house off and stuff like that. And we're down to 10 acres, you know, but it's almost more than what I want right now. And we can raise enough food on it to do what we need to do. And we have 3 goats.
Yeah, we have 3 goats. That 2 of them just had babies. We had Shadow and Practice this past week. We have chickens that are egg layers. We had meat birds recently, and we have enough meat in the freezer for a long time because that's a lot of meat on the meat birds. And we've got pigs. We've got
cows.
Yeah, we started in the Dexters. We got 2 Dexter and a Dexter Jersey Cross. I love Cannon. I raised my kids homeschooled back in the late 70s, 80s, 90s. I homeschooled. I had 3 home births. I was way out of my league back in the day. Thought I was out of it. I studied to be an herbalist, all this kind of stuff back in the 80s. Thought I was way done with that. Then I met Danny, and I went right back into it. And I loved the lifestyle then, but I was in a really rough marriage. And when I got out of all that, I thought I was through, except I kept my herbs. I've always kept my herbs. And when I met Danny, he was right back into the farming life. And it's been a chill life for me. I love it. I love just being able to relax, not being in the hub of working. Danny and I, this is our life. We don't have to go to work. We work on our farm and we're building a cabin. So we're having fun.
My name's Dan Refford. I have a 12-acre homestead, not homestead, but a 12-acre home place in East Central Mississippi. I don't consider myself to be a homesteader. I'm a half-steader of sorts. I am a full-time police officer in the state of Mississippi. So I have a full-time job, and when I get home, I go to work again. I have chickens and horses and goats. Nothing over at my home place gets ate. They all pets. But my chickens lay eggs for me, and of course, I have several raised bed gardens that provide me food. I just got a mindset that I wasn't going to buy any vegetables from the store. I was going to grow my own stuff. So that's a little bit about me. Ma'am, which one? Oh, don't let nobody tell you, son. Nobody.
I just wanted to bring the microphone down there, and if any one of you have a question that you're interested in asking anybody on this panel, we'll ask questions. Does anyone have a question that you want to ask any particular person on the panel that you would like to hear their answer for? Yes, now nothing boiling water, but it's only... Yeah, they're networking.
We have a question over here.
Okay.
Hey, we're new to YouTube. We're GossMania. I'm a mom of 7. We started YouTube. It's Saucier, Mississippi.
Yeah, they live close.
Yes. Yes, sir. We started back in February after our oldest passed away from asthma attack, because this is what she wanted, and we felt God led us to doing this. And
she's doing good.
Yes, sir. And my husband, he works pretty much like late afternoon, late at night, so like from 12 to 10 o'clock at night. And my question is, I'm doing it all too. I'm the one putting up the siding on our mobile home that we got moved up. I'm the one cutting the fields. And my question is how, we have 6 acres, how do you plan out what you need to do? And how, for mothers who, I'm homeschooling now too, how do you do it all? Because sometimes it gets to me, sometimes I can do it, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Right now we just have dogs and we're working on a garden, so we want goats, but I can't get I don't have anywhere to put the goats yet. We're still fencing it too.
So I always encourage people to, like Thompson, I think Thompson made it, the chickens in the doorway.
Few chickens, little rabbits.
Few chickens or something like that to start with. Don't overburden yourself. So that's what we learn from most people who do things, is they overburden themselves up front and then they have a burnout.
Yeah, that's me. I'll burn out sometimes.
Yeah, when you have a burnout, you keep asking yourself the question, why am I doing this? It's really it becomes discouraging.
And my husband's one of 8, and I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, and I lived up in subdivision, so I always wanted this my whole life. I didn't want to be in a subdivision ever again. And
I start off with a few raised beds, if that's what you have,
okay.
Or if you just have a small garden plot you
yeah.
handle by hand.
We have one about that size right there.
And that's fine. Do what you can do, but pick stuff that you're going to eat.
Yes.
Don't plant something that you think is just pretty or you think you might like. If you like tomatoes, then plant tomatoes.
Yeah.
If you like green beans, then plant green beans.
That's what we all got laid out. We just hadn't planted it yet.
Yeah, well, that's probably smart. We all thought about it.
I also want to say that don't feel guilty if you don't get something done.
Yes.
And take time to take that break, because you don't want to run yourself through.
Yeah.
Because then it's just going to look like you want. So if there's a day that you're like, I just can't, then don't. Just take that day for yourself to focus on yourself, maybe get a load of laundry done or something like that, but don't worry about everything, because it's still going to be there.
Yeah.
So just take that day for yourself, take that break, and then regroup in the morning.
Let me say this right quick. Patty had to step out. There's no way for my wife to do what she does. It is physically impossible. I've asked statisticians and mathematicians from Harvard University to explain to me how my wife gets done what she's done, and they all just go,
But I'm in a similar boat, and it's really easy to create expectations for yourself and then take on the identity as a failure whenever you don't meet those expectations. And so if you decide that you want to do lots of things or great things or big things, I'm going to be the first one to tell you that you can do it. We're capable of so much more than we realize, and there are a jillion distractions every single day that can take your time away. And there are so many times that I'm like, I want to do more, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to cut something away that's useless and focus on this priorities, all of that stuff. But I just want to encourage you to find your way of doing those things. A lot of people say, how do you do all of it? And I've had success in YouTube. I love YouTube. I love sharing on YouTube. I think it's important. I think God's using it. I can't edit a video to save my life. I watch people who do these awesome, cool things, and sometimes I feel like, man, I stink. I can't do that. I'm no good at it. If I was trying to do that, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. I take 45 minutes in iMovie and throw it all together, and I don't get perfectionist about it. Don't be so critical of yourself. I'm not the homeschool mom that a lot of moms are. I don't go to co-op and I don't go do all of those things, but I had to find what homeschool mom am I going to be? And what mom am I going to be? What wife am I going to be? And my kids are the most important, my husband's the most important, and God's the most important. It's that order all the way up to the top. And then everything else that comes in underneath God, husband, kids, I place it in there, and then I do it to the best of my ability, and at the end of the day, when that identity of failure starts trying to come on, I'm like, no, that's not who I am. I'm a child of God, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and then I'm doing all of these things to the best of my ability, and I have to trust God that that's going to be enough.
Yeah.
Mine's really short. Our advice, like we talked about it, if we could get started in something again, like when we're going to start over, we would not start with animals. I think we would start to focus on the play. You'll get the most reward, you'll get the most food, the amount of work you put in, it'll keep you motivated because you're like, oh wow, I planted this tomato seed and I've got tomatoes. Like, you know, you started chickens, chicken math is real, you end up with goats, horses, and a cow that you don't want to take care of, so wait on the chickens just a little bit, take a breath. My personal advice is never do rabbits, just as my personal advice.
I don't like
It was a
rabbits.
horrible experience for me.
I had rabbits.
They're cute for pets, and they probably taste pretty good. Other than that, I don't have anything good to say. So my advice is start the garden.
Yeah.
Start growing food. Start producing something. Get your confidence that you can do it up, and then start introducing the other things that you want to introduce. One at a time. Okay, so you need a partner. Okay, we have a system. It's like, I want to get alpacas, and I said, no, you can't get alpacas. I want to get more goats, and I'm like,
That's me.
I'm gonna bring home a turkey. I'm like, that turkey's going to live with someone else. Like, this is a partnership.
It's a bigger
Help each other
picture.
out. Bring home everything, says no. I'm okay being the bad guy.
Finally. No, I just wanted to respond to you because that breaks my heart, and you are in my thoughts and prayers about losing a child. That's life changing, and
It is.
so grace, because I cannot imagine that. The way I get this a lot, like, how do you get everything done? And the truth is, I don't. There's days that I end the day crying, so I'm like, I couldn't do it all. There's days I call him 25 times at work about, like, a cow's out, the pigs are running down the road, whatever, and he's like, honey, I have to go. I have to work. So, we don't have it all figured out. None of us up here have it all figured out. So things are going to go wrong. You're going to get animals that you're like, why in the world did we get this? We got to scale back. That's where we are. And I'm a list maker, so I make a list. And then the top things that have to be done, that's what I'm doing. I want to do them all. I will work myself into the ground till like midnight, like out there, like scooping chicken poop or something. He's like, you are crazy, please go to bed. But that's me, and I have to know when to stop. And so that's what I tell him. Don't put it on the list, because I have to do it if it's on the list, and then I have to cross it off. So
something's not on the list, and she does it, she puts it on the list just to cross it off.
it's really satisfying. So if you didn't do everything on the list, think of some more things and write them down and just X them out. And it's really good. But another thing, this is just where we are right now. We ended a couple days this week like almost in tears, like, what in the world have we done? We have 180 cows. But don't do things, like someone said, don't plant things you don't like to eat. I'm there. Like, I'm an overachiever, so if we're not going to eat 16 gallons of sauerkraut, don't make 16 gallons of sauerkraut. My family, I'm just going to say this, y'all may boo me when I say this, but they hate kombucha. So why am I making 25 gallons of kombucha? Like, I need to make a couple of quarts for me and let the rest go. Like, don't waste time making things we don't like or we're not going to use.
Ma'am, I will tell you this. I have 12 acres that I maintain by myself. As far as animals, gardening, and everything else that comes with having a home place, a homestead. I am goal-oriented. I could have 50 things that I need to do that day, but guess what?
There you go.
I just need to work on 2.
Yeah.
All I'm going to work on is 2. And I'm going to call it done at the end of the day. It's all about goals. I'm goal-oriented.
That's out?
Yeah.
I had some lemon basil come up that I never planted.
Yeah. Just keep it on. Look at it. She's spinning some wool.
Spinning some wool.
Isn't that cool? She paddles.
Love your boots, and your skirt is just beautiful.
Okay, thank you.